Hey game fans, it's Roberto here doing another unboxing. And this one's a surprise even to me because I don't remember kickstartering this game other than $1. So it showed up in the mail and I am happy to do an unboxing. This is Shadowrun Edgezone and it came in two parts. It's Magic and Mayhem. Basically it was a collectible card game and it's been turned into just a standalone 2-box set where you can just build your decks out of the cards that are in each of the sets. This was a 90s game, I want to say. Yeah. Shadowrun's been around for a while. I love me some Shadowrun. I want to say Shadowrun is on its 6th edition of the game right now. I played like the first 3. I think I bought the 4th. Looked at it a little bit, never got around to playing that one. But 3rd edition was my favorite. Regardless, we got what looks like, we got some runners on the front here, and that's pretty cool. It's a team. I want to say it has somehow, yeah, you put the 2 boxes together, you get a mural, which is pretty neat. I like that, so you can see all the different races and classes. But Shadowrun is basically a cyberpunk setting that has all of the extras of a Dungeons and Dragons setting. So you got all your magical races and whatnot. So but set in a near dystopian cyberpunk future. So pretty cool. What's the side of the box say? Restarted and upgraded. The remastering of the classic Shadowrun collectible card game from the late 1990s updates the graphics, rules, and art while putting hundreds of cards into each of the available 2 boxes so players can quickly customize their decks and hit the shadows. Recruit the runners, gear them up, put obstacles into your opponent's way, and defeat challenges on your own. Use your customized deck to be the first to make the big score and win the game. Alright, so I wish they come out with some solo rules for this, because I don't know the next time I'll get to play it against someone. But regardless, I can build some decks and see what's going on. On the back it says Shadowrun Edgezone Mayhem. And here's the deal. The opposition is going to make a play, throw the critters, security goons, even gangers at you. You respond with whatever you have. An array of runners, explosive spells, deadly spirits, and the tricks you can employ to get the upper hand. Edgezone is the Shadowrun upgradable card game that lets you build your team, gear them up, and see what they can handle. The Mayhem deck emphasizes the matrix augmentation and physical combat side of the game with enough cards to allow 2 players to build decks and get running. Even better, combined with the Magic deck to let you and your friends fully customize your build and unleash some 6-world mayhem. So it says there's 348 cards of multiple types, full challenges. Both boxes say that. 2 double-sided tokens, 1 6-sided dice, and a rule book in each. Alright, so back of the boxes both have 2 different pieces of art, but let's take a look. But yeah, I remember when this went up. I exactly remember. I was excited because I was like, oh man, they're bringing back the Shadowrun card game. I was like, that's pretty cool, because I did not have it back in the day, but I do remember it back in the stores when I was collecting Magic and like Jihad and stuff along those Doom Trooper, the card game, all the crazy card games that were coming out. But there's a couple of them that I missed, like this one, and Middle Earth is probably the one that I'm saddest that I missed from the time. Like I remember being on the shelves, but I never picked any up. Well, we'll start with the Mayhem box, see what's in here, since I pulled the shrink off of it already. But yeah, lo and behold, it showed up, and I was like, I don't remember putting more than $1 in that pledge manager or anything like that, and was actually going to put an order in for a pre-order. Alright, so Shadowrun Edgezone rulebook, and got a picture of what looks like an orc decker on the front, unless this is the later editions where everybody could just have a deck. Building a deck. They got me confused. I'm thinking of building an actual computer, but yeah, building a deck tells you what you need to do. Build a deck. You will actually be 2 decks, your objective deck and a runner deck. Objective deck must contain at least 6 objective cards. Your runner deck must contain at least 60 cards, but no more than 100. We recommend 60 and 70. Alright, so 1 is your objectives and 2 is your actual deck. So then, a sample of the board. Yeah, like I said, I've never played this before, so it'll be fun to go through the rules and see how many pages is the rule book. So it looks like the rule book is 19 pages. It's not too heavy. It didn't come with one of those super small rule books that the old ones used to come up in, like starter decks, where my eyes probably wouldn't even be able to read those anymore. But still, the game turn is an objective phase, a cred stick phase. During your first cred stick phase, add 5 new yen to your creds. This is added to your 5 yen collected during the setup phase. In subsequent cred stick phases, add an additional new yen. Okay, so you're getting monies, you're refreshing, so that's probably untapping everything. You draw a card during your refresh phase. Legwork phase. This is where you perform any of the following options: play an objective card, deploy runners, contracts and locations, swap gears between runners, place gear an unturned runner, use a contract or location, play a special card. And then that's probably the bulk of the game. Sleazing challenges. Oh yeah, I do remember that. The owner sleazing. The owner of the challenge stack reveals the challenge to the top stack and reads the sleaze requirement. If any runner, remember, in Shadowrun, you're not playing good guys. You're playing like mercenaries that are just doing, they're going against corporations. But sometimes it's working for the corporations, like whoever you take jobs for. So, and it's just, you're just out doing some dirt, facing challenges. Got some more art, parts of the card, so it breaks down the card anatomy right there. So I'm hoping they used a lot of the original art. It said they upgraded some of the art, but I love like looking at just like stuff that are basically time capsules, period pieces. So it'll be a lot of fun going through these. Your end phase. Where do you get in fights? It's got to be during the Shadowrun phase. Choose an objective and select your runners. Yep. Your encounter, your challenges. Cool. So that's got to be where your combat goes down. Deployment cost, skills. All right. And prime runners. Prime runners are runners who have achieved legendary status in the sprawl. Oh, so maybe there's some named characters from the books or something. Because yeah, Shadowrun has a ton of novels that came out over the years. So maybe some of those characters that were basically featured in the art as created characters in some of the books or stuff like that, or just other characters. But extraordinary individuals who possess powers and skills beyond those of a typical runner. Only one of each prime runner can be in play at the same time. For example, if you're holding Lord Torgo in your hand and your opponent has Lord Torgo in play, you can't play him. Okay, prime runners. So yeah, it's a legend. Cool. Dead runners. When a runner dies, trash the runner card along with I like the words that they use for just in-game words, you know, chummer and all that. It's pretty fun. Locations, contacts, specials. So some more card art. It's a full color book, but you know, it's sparing art. If you can play with 2 runners or 3 or more runners, the combat and intercepting and Shadowrun. So they go all the way to the final page for some rules. This is your New Yen tokens. It's got a page of that, and then just looks like some decks. It lied. It said it came with 1 dice, and it looks like there's 2 D6s in here. So appreciate that. So let's see what we got here. Open up a couple of these decks, and I'm betting the It's the same in the other box, just different cards. I'm wondering how many duplicates there are. So, Dodger Decker. We have a Elf Prime Runner. Looks cool. I can't tell if this original art or our new art. Drake the Mercenary. Couple of Drakes. 1, 2, 3 Drakes. Dodger the Decker. Elf Prime Runner. There's only one of him. Emu the Rigger. A human rigger. There's 3 of her. Let's look at some of the. I'm guessing she's 5 yen to new yen to higher, and I don't know if those are her abilities or what you have to spend. Or not sure. Fast Jack. He's a prime runner. Oh man, I must grab the runner cards decks right off the bat here. Let's see. And Gentry. He's a decker. It's cool. Let's see. The Ghost Who Walks. I remember him. Yeah, he's definitely a prime runner. That's cool. Oh yeah. Grizzly the Mercenary. Here's some 3rd edition art. I remember that. It's neat. Troll Runner. Man, he cost $9. He's a merc. And he's got a machine gun, bullets, and a fist. 7, 8. Looking like at the stats at the bottom. So, sure, all ammo deployed on Grizzly is free. So, this dude's doing some dirt for you. Gutter Rat, Shaman, Human Runner. So, yeah, like I said, Shadowrun's initially a RPG, as Hardpoint a rigger, and it was a little on the crunchy side. So I only played it with my original game group. I never played it with my family just because it's a bit much. Hatchet Man, Street Samurais. Street Samurais where you're basically when you put a whole bunch of tech in your body and you just really want to become like John Wick or something, just hardcore mercenary assassin. Human Prime Runner, Hatchet Man 2057. Wow, that dude looks pretty serious. But yeah, and the game ran off of D6s. You get a number of successes, and then the higher the number of successes were like your level of success, basically. Ice Queen Decker, Elf Runner. It's pretty cool. Jack Hammer the Rigger. He's a dwarf runner. I think he was supposed to be a dwarf rigger, but whatever. Nope, dwarf runner. Jack Skater, Street Samurai. Oh man, he's got a sweet piece of art there. They need Jake Armitage in here, but we got Jack Skater. Jake Armitage was from the Super Nintendo game, and I think they brought him back in the newer PC games. So Jackal. I'll just show you the rest of these characters, and then I'll speed through some of the other stuff. Calm, a mercenary. Orc Prime Runner. Looks pretty cool. Ravage, the Street Samurai. Another Prime Runner. She looks like she'll mess you up. The Red Widow, Street Samurai. Elf Runner. Oh man, she got like the one of the gang tattoos on her face. That's pretty cool. Reese Frenzy, great name. Orc Rocker, Reese Frenzy. That is a 90s name if there ever was one. Road Rash is a rigger. He's a orc runner. But yeah, like Shadowrun is definitely a. Let's see what I was talking about was. Oh, then next up we got Rude. He's a street samurai. Looks like a troll. It's pretty neat. They also have abilities at the bottom that say once per combat, Rude may add his melee to his attack value. So that's cool. I don't know if looks like he's got a number 2 by his fist. So guessing one of the two numbers on the bottom is his attack value. Sam the sleuth is a detective. It's a dwarf. That's pretty neat. What's he do? Nothing, but he has some sort of text that says nothing happens on the streets without Sam hearing about it. So he's nosy. And Schwark the cyborg, that's pretty cool. Troll runner, man. So this looks like a full borged, full metal troll, which is pretty cool. Schwark the cyborg. So full on, no meat, all metal, troll. And it says, may only use cyberware cards. All cyberware cards given to Schwark are free. And he's not legendary. He's just he's not a prime runner. That's really cool. I like that. So let's see what else we got. Take a peek of the cards in here, and then pop open the second box and see if it looks like they're completely different or some crossover between the two. Okay, so we got a monofilament whip, which is just a staple of cyberpunk games ever since, like, back to Neuromancer with William Gibson's novel. There was a Roller Girls with monofilament whips in there. Let's see. And this +6, so I'm guessing +6 +0 to the user. So I'm guessing the first stat is your attack stat. Roll a d6 after each use, adding the user's melee to the result. 1 to 4, user takes 3 armor piercing damage, so if you hurt yourself. On a 5, suffers no ill effects. And then 5+ no ill effects. So yeah, you could really hurt yourself using this. A weapon for the truly skilled or truly stupid, named Chain, and that's from Chainmaker. We got muscle replacements, a couple of those, a Panther assault cannon. Let's read the text on this. That sounds cool. Play on the runner with gunnery, 6+ to the user. Trash Panther assault cannon to give user additional +4, so you can go all out and just and burn it out. The ultimate weapon for when the dreck hits the fan. That's from Bill. Northrop Wasp. This is like an escape vehicle. Play on a runner with Paladin 2 or Rigger 6 to the user, or a Rigger. +6 +0 and A +2 to the user. May not use other gear cards. The cavalry has arrived. Alright, so it's pretty cool. The Iron Hawk compound bow. That's cool. Got a bow. A Remington 900. Also awesome. A great piece of art there. +1 to the user. The gun remains the choice of the hunters everywhere, no matter what's the target. Alright, so this looks like a bunch of weapons and a micro deck. So that's cool. Micro deck. And a Decker Coffee House is a location. So that's cool. So these, I don't know what these green background cards are, but I like the art. What's the coffee house do? Turn a Decker to visit the Decker Coffee House and roll a d6. Nothing but rot and stained 1 to 3. Nothing but rot and stained teeth. You may search your draw pile for a single matrix gear card. Show it to your opponent and add it to your hand. Oh, that's cool. So you go to the coffee house, and get some Java, and then you find what you're looking for after you had to think about stuff. The Orc Underground. Oh, that looks cool. So you may roll a d6 at the start of your legwork phase. 1 to 3, no effect. 4 to 5, pay 1 yen to deploy orcs this turn. Each player may only have 1 orc underground in play. To deploy, okay, underground maybe. So I'm guessing you're just playing an orc from your hand. the location is an orc location. To deploy this turn. Okay. Pay 1 to deploy orcs this turn. Oh, so I'm guessing they're just summoning orcs from your hands or whatever. But yeah, I had to see what the synergy is there. I don't know how to say it again, but this is a legendary elf location. I want to say it's like their homeland. Tanagri, I don't know. But yeah, I've definitely seen this in the source books and stuff before. You may roll a d6 at the start of your legwork phase. No effects. 1 to 2. 3 to 4. All elves you control gain a +1, +0 until the start of your next legwork phase. 5 to 6. 1 to deploy elves this turn. Each player may only have 1 Tier Terrangeir in play. Yeah, I think it's Tier Terrangeir. So, cool. So that's how you play your elves for cheap. And neat. Okay. So what other kind of cards we got in here? Try and keep them fairly together before they all get mixed up. But yeah, it's going to be pretty neat to make some decks, especially if I got a giant pile of cards here. Each of these said they had about 350 cards in the box. Is that right? Did I say that? Or did I just make that number up? In this box, 348 cards. Yeah, so I've got almost 700 cards to make decks out of. So that's awesome. Armor skin. So play on a runner with decking. User receives decking +2 when attacking or being attacked with a matrix. So that is some armor stuff. Black hammer, that's got to be another matrix card. So this looks like it's some abilities for your net runners. Fairlight Excalibur. These are all got to be programs. Gear Matrix Cyber Deck. Cool. Spoof commands. Reboot device. That's pretty cool. Just giving that the hard reboot. You need like a big old giant troll to do it apparently. Spinrad Falcon. Cyber deck. Play on a runner with decking. User receives decking +1. So looks cool. It looks like probably it's a standard issue deck. Ares R&D raid. All right, so that sounds like it's the Weapon Corp. +1/+1 to challenges. Bonuses. Roll a d6 for each runner present on a 4+. A tech token on the runner is place a tech token on a runner. Trash a tech token at the start of any combat to give the runner a +d6 until the end. So you wouldn't got some heavy weapons from Ares, and that's pretty cool. So that's an objective. A data heist. Bonus X yen is equal to the decking of present Shadowrunning team. So cool. A lot of this stuff will make more sense after I actually read the rules. So a lot of cool art though. Look at Fusion Run. So no personal challenges. Roll d6 after each challenge. 1 to 2. No effect. 3 to 6. All runners present take armor piercing. Okay, so we got impossible mission. That's pretty cool. And got a closed system. +1 to sleaze. Requirements of all indoor and electrical challenges. Melee becomes -2. And bonus +20 reputation if the runners present possess athletics 2, stealth 2, and technical 2. So this is for your athletic, your elf characters, or some you got nimble characters that can go on an impossible run. So these are all objectives. We got a sucker run. We got war games. That's pretty cool. I like the way war games looks. +2 to challenges, bonuses, a +0/+1 experience token on all mercenaries present. So looks like they got some murder ball going on. Bull Decker. Oh, we got some more runners in here. So Bull Decker with the guy that was on the it's a prime and he was on the cover of the rulebook. Cannonball. It's a dwarf merc. It's cool. Cherry Bomb, mercenary, another dwarf. It's cool. Got a hot female dwarf. Not too bad. Dante is a street mage. Dwarf runner. So that's where they kept all your dwarves at. And so then let's see what else we got in here. Well, if I can just find where these slots are going, man. I'm cutting something and it's like nothing's happening here. Okay, here we go. No, it's got the gold band, the easy tears. Those never work for me either, so there we go. Oh, Mr. Johnson. So this is your standard issue contact. That's what they always call your contacts. You got Johnson. We got the Fat Man. Johnson and the Fat Man. Automated patrol vehicle. That's a drone. Was it As Technology Crawler? So this must be for your riggers. It's pretty cool. I'm loving this art. It's got some real retro vibes going. GM Neeson Doberman. This is the stuff that I remember pictures seeing when I was younger. So that's pretty cool. Hunter Drone. Flying Eye. These are all gear cards. I like that. I like that elf. And we got some drones. Oh yeah, here we go. Ares Predator. There's some bloody bullet holes on the wall, and we got like an orc getting their nose pushed back by this giant gun. +3 to the user. The first accessory card played on Ares Predator is free, so that's cool. You get some ammo, armored vest. This looks like a newer piece of art, but not bad. Cyber Arm, classic to any cyberpunk game setting. -2 essence, +1, +2 to your attack probably. So Cyber Arm. Dermal plating. That's when you want to go get some new skin, get some armor skin. That's pretty cool. And explosive rounds. Shinwise Arms Nemesis. Oh yeah, look at this gun. That's cool. Okay, so this looks like it was some gear. More gear. I like that. Can never have enough just equipment apparently. And oh, some more Deckers. Man, I have to split this up into 2 videos. There's more cards in here than I was thinking. Okay, so Static Whiz Kid Decker, and that is a human runner. Thrash Rocker. Oh, I got stuck on a picture. I was like, what am I looking at here? So that's pretty cool. What's the Thrash Rocker do? Nothing, just a 3/3 human runner. It's a rocker boy. Tinkerbell is a rigger. Man, she ain't missing nothing at the gym. All days. Let's see. Elf Runner. She got some guns, man. Tinkerbell cannot use armor cards. No, they don't fit on that. Tiny, the Decker, is a troll runner. That's pretty cool. He looks like a happy troll. You, it's a mercenary. Elf runner. Yeah, just they didn't go too hard on this art. It just looks pretty basic, but it's nice. Nice. Nothing doesn't give me that old school impression. Zip File. It's a dwarf runner. That's pretty cool. It's a Decker. Oh yeah, Titan, the street shaman. Look at this. Look at this guy. It's a troll. And drive by. We got green apple quick steps special. Target runner must immediately return to the safe house. So you're just sending people home. The green apple quick steps. Loaded dice. That's pretty cool. Some meta stuff going on here. And sudden goblinization. Oh yeah, so that's a part of the lore. Like the humans just would turn into different types, like goblins, orcs or trolls. Basically, they were normal, and then when the magic returned, everybody started like transforming, and if you became an orc or a troll, it's like, and everybody hated you. Basically, the dregs of society. Nobody wanted to be hideous, I guess. But yeah, there's definitely, in those earlier editions, there was definitely some racist stuff going on in the Shadowrun world for sure. They were just part of the lore. But I can't say on the newer ones if it became a bit more inclusive, if everybody was more accepting of the trolls and the orcs in the setting. But in those early ones, there was definitely got some charisma and negative buffs from just being an orc or a troll. Let's see. Booby trap. Elite security mage. Pretty cool piece of art. What is that? Challenge. Indoor personal challenge. Flock of geese. Some geese getting in the way of your whatever your run you're on. They got Barney Fife. Oh man, yeah, that's pretty cool. Just that's pretty funny for kids that are younger. Barney Fife was just like a comedic, like just cop in a podunk town that would just get. You could sneak one past Barney is all I'm saying. Heavy sentry gun. There you go. That's pretty cool. Highway Showdown, man, they got it all figured out here, man. I'll probably get more games of this than I will the actual. This makes me want to play the old Shadowrun again, though. Like I'll have to bust out my books. Maglocks, minefields, motion detectors. Look at this guy. Pressure plates, security guards. So yeah, they're always getting in trouble. You're always breaking into corporate offices and having to fight whatever security teams they got, or rival runners, or unlike Cyberpunk, since it's a magical world, you could just be fighting monsters. The big chase. You go to one of like Bug City, and that was just like a mutated bug place where it's just fighting xenomorphs, you know, for Insurgent. So that's cool. And the critters, that's what they call all their monsters. And there's dragons like that are running the show in the background. Setting's wild, man. It is a wild setting. Now this is a smaller. Maybe this is some of the stretch goal cards. I don't know, but it says special on it. It was the smallest pack in here, and it says whoops. Special. Target runner loses a skill of your choice until the end of the turn. If this prevents all runner from using the gear with the skill requirements, do not trash the gear. They may not use it this turn. Okay. Foretelling. There's a couple of those. Increase reflexes. It's cool. And Wet Works. And crippling injury. So somebody got jagged up. And we got some deck examples. So that's cool. That's really cool, actually. So I can just whip this together so I can try a game and then see what I like. And so magic deck. And Edgezone sequence of play. So then we got one quick rules card, which should come in handy. So far, everything looks awesome. Let's take a look at this. Some special D6s. Let's pop these out and see. Looks like every side has a different cool looking insignia on it. So got the Shadowrun horns on one. What's on the 6? It's the big S. So anyways, thanks for watching. This is going to run a little long, so I'll run a second long video unboxing the other one. But see you next time. Thanks. Like, subscribe, leave a comment.